So, hello, beloveds. Hello, Light Tribe. This is Freja Enjoy. Wolf Eye Dances with Dolphins. And I'm here now to do the latest upgrade and to do new activation of your DNA and sending you and giving you light codes, diamond light codes and rainbow light codes. And this is a Lemurian crystalline heart activation from the rainbow tunnel with Freja Enjoy. So we are now at the end of July and soon is August to come, 2019, in this rainbow tunnel, this amazing rainbow tunnel. And I say welcome to this new amazing update and activation of the stunning rainbow light codes in the rainbow tunnel we are in. And thank you for being this beautiful love you truly are. Feel the love. It's all around you and in you now. So, first I want to say briefly about this I talked about in previous YouTube video about when you when you do clearings, to say this is a collective clearing you are getting. To know this is, you have to know this is yours. This is yours. And to know it's a collective clearing you have to be like me or many others. You have been working and training with this for years, not 2 or 3, many years, 10, 20, 30 years. This is not something that just comes up and you are there to do this, because it's a special process. This is like any other activity or business at all. You don't succeed to do these things as the first you begin with them. You have to be in the process for a long time and go through transformations and processes to succeed. And it takes experience, practice, knowledge, to know from your own experiences, and a lot of other things, of course, too. I know I talked about this in my previous video. This is why I talk about it a little bit more now, because I want to be sure you get what I talk about here, that it has to do with your situation. When you get up clearings, it's your clearings. It's not collective. If you are not been working for a long time with these things, so you will have things coming up that's yours, your things. So you have to look at them and don't put down on yourself. This is for you to use as a vehicle to go through your coming transformation. So for me to do this collective work, I have worked with being a psychic medium for years. As a psychic, I use extrasensory perception to identify information hidden from the normal senses, particularly involving telepathy or clairvoyance. And I perform acts that are apparently inexplicable by natural laws, according to scientific definition, but is of a higher natural galactic order. I celebrate my 30 years anniversary with my business as an authorized psychic. So when I talk about this, maybe you get the collective stuff up. I mean that what you get up, which is defined, is yours. It can be part of the collectivism, so to say, not that you deal with the collectivism that comes up at all, but it's you are a part of the collective. So there are some who can do this, who have worked for a long time and been selected. I have been selected by and from several different galactic sources for my work, which is not a work, but my work. It's not a work, it's a work, but it's my life. But my work consists of several different parts that are all merged with the spiritual process that is now going on, and that has been going on before a long time, only that it has been available to general public now the previous years. For me, there is nothing other than service, divine service, that exists more in my life. This is my life. This is everything to me. And this means a series of commitments that are all based on 100% commitment to this divine service. My private journey comes second. I have been out with my tent many times alone, from 3 days to 5 months, and received light codes and downloads from the galactic sources and definitely from Mother Earth. They actually join and build me up, communicating telepathically. And what I go through, even though it is myself, is me, myself, who make the choices I make, of course. This is my freedom to have my own choices, which I have to be responsible for. I make my own choices in my life as a worker of divine service. So I make divine decisions. Does not mean to give everything over to any divine power. It means that you yourself undergo a transformation that takes time. It must take time. The stronger you are, the more time your process takes as a whole. For your goal with this, life is higher and it requires more of you. And this grows consciously in you. And it does not come across a long night at all, or a weekend course or something. So working as a divine Nogoma that I have been doing since 1992, when this journey started with the Pleiadian contacts through Nogomas and their secret associations in Xhosa, Southeast Africa, meant releasing all ideas of having a so-called worldly success. And it took many years for my faith divine, for me to have the definition of what divine success is, which I have on my website, to come about, because I have to go through a multitude of transformations, which you can see on my outside, and they act and have mostly been about sacrificing things through systems, belief systems, and thought systems, etc. Constantly giving up this, and also to my surroundings, and most, if not all, human contacts that is really not possible to have anymore, because the transformations make you change. So you are committed 100% to the divine service and the process. If I have a problem area, then this would be that I'm so terribly kind to everything and everyone, and always have been this, to the degree that I actually had to take a lot of times to have a big and heavy load to carry and clear and clean in my life and for the collective, which is what I need to release more and more, which I also do. Now, with the great help of the galactic sources, the Pleiadians and inhabitants of Lemuria and others. But everything is okay, as this has been my work since I was the chosen one to create the new Earth archetype Chamama. And for this to be possible, huge efforts were required on my part. And of course, everything is supported by the longest conceivable background of transformations of my soul, not at all just in this life, but in all past lives, and in my decision as a galactic creature myself, originating far, far out in the galaxies, to go through all this for a variety of reasons, which would take too long here and now to tell about. So the most important thing for you, if you are wondering if you are a gatekeeper or grid worker, is that you notice all the divine signs around you and learn that they mean what they mean to you in your life and your work. If you have felt that you are 100% one with Mother Earth, Gaia, you have an attitude that means that you are ready to give up all of your old ideas of what your life should be or look like. Then you can start following my advice now and start keeping your own journal of what is happening to you. You must be clean, have a clean heart and a pure attitude. It must not be a dirty mind, heart, or by anything in the low 3D matrix ideas. So keep checking where you stand in your life and wherever you want to go. You have to be willing to make sacrifices to succeed. And if you are a gatekeeper or grid worker, then you have no private goals that go before your divine and galactic goals and your divine services. This is completely impossible. You have to have your divine services first. To be inside of the ascension process, you do not need to be a gatekeeper or grid worker, not at all. You do not even need to be aware that you are in the ascension process. This is because the important thing is how you really work, how you really think, how you really take care of yourself, what you really eat, etc. It is not about what you believe or think yourself, what you have to be or can be, but just about what really exists there for. Others cannot decide for you, but your own ability to let go of all the ideas about what others think of you or what others see in you and more, and remain totally meaningless. You begin to live the life you dream of instead of pretending to be something you believe is what you want to be and what you want others to perceive you, to create, to believe you to be. Create your life vision now. I will give a link under this YouTube video to a video where you can listen to how you do when you create your life vision. This is important. So please look at that video and I welcome you to do that. So start working on your own life and keeping a journal and look at where you stand in different areas of your life. When you feel different symptoms coming up now, it is important that you see that you are undergoing small or large transformations now, which adds to the great whole. Our collective unity consciousness. You do this by making yourself more aware of yourself and how you work in your life now. You can also be feeling great bliss, and this is normal in the ascension process. This is also something that is natural. It comes, these ups and downs also with the bliss in your life stream. This comes and goes. So just keep doing your work, your divine work, and keep having love in your heart. Not by striking yourself, but by allowing your life to change and allowing old routines and old patterns to break down so that you can take the next step into the new reality. It is required that you accept that you make sacrifices in your life. So be prepared for these bliss moments. These are ups and downs waves, which used to be so big and like the mountain and like a roller coaster. But now they are more gentle, but they will come. And be vigilant so you don't stay too long, but you follow the flow and release what's coming up and the old ideas and how things should be now. These unconscional love bliss moments are absolutely outstanding, and when you are there during these moments, nothing remains of all the old ideas about what things should look like or how things should be left, how it should look in your life. And be your consciousness, and you will exist in a completely different reality. Thank you very much for looking and listening to this YouTube video, and I recommend you to subscribe to my YouTube videos if you like them, and you will get constantly once a week or maybe more my updates, my light codes and activation of DNA. So you subscribe under this YouTube video and I welcome you. I love to have you as my subscriber. Thank you. So I wish you the absolutely best, and I send you all the light language light codes from the amazing ongoing rainbow light tunnel, which we are still in and until the beginning of August. Much love, light and bliss from Freja. Enjoy. Wolf Eye dances with dolphins.